Hi, guys. Welcome back to BABBLE ON, where we give you film and music related content. My name is Asaf. I love movies, music, cycling, and hosting bingo nights in nursing homes to check and see how long it'll take before they realize I'm not staff and kick me out.
Probably fairly quickly because, I mean, who would employ you? My name is Itai. I hate Asaf. And we are here to do another music video reaction for you.
Yeah, we're going to react to Toxicity by System of a Down.
Software version 7.0. Looking at life through the eyes of a tire hub. Eating seeds is a pastime activity. The toxicity of our city, of our city. Yo! What are you on the world? How do you own disorder? Disorder! No! Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Disorder! Disorder! Disorder!
This is the exact song you'd want to listen to if you were taking a ride on a roller coaster, on a very dangerous roller coaster. This is what this it's a roller coaster ride, this song. It just doesn't let you rest. I mean, it does let you rest, but
Well,
doesn't let your
it
mind rest.
does. Yeah. It's I mean, he mentions disorder, and it's like there is a lot of disorder in this song that somehow, as a whole, really works as in
Yeah.
it's not so disorderly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love it.
It
That
yeah.
line always got me about eating seeds is a pastime activity because they're Armenian, and in Armenia they do the same thing as they do in Israel. Anytime they watch soccer, football, whatever you want to call it, seeds, sunflower seeds in
Yeah.
the streets, wherever you go,
Yeah.
watching sports, doing other things,
Yeah.
always part of the culture. Here it refers to something else, I think, in some ways, that refers to, I assume, to do with the toxicity of the city. So the eating seeds is a pastime activity because they really have not much else to do. But I'm not sure. There's been a lot of interpretation to this one.
The song shifts between pining or melancholy into rage, and it shifts back and forth, and it does it perfectly. And it just, no matter which part of the song I'll hear, somewhere I'll know it's this song because it has such a recognizable signature.
More wood for their fires, loud neighbors, flashlight reveries caught in the headlights of a truck, eating seeds as a pastime activity, the toxicity of our city, of our city. No! What are you on the world? How do you own disorder? Disorder! No! Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Somewhere between the sacred silence sun that shone life into the man's heart. When I became the sun that shone life into the man's heart.
Oh no!
I love it. That bit in the end when the camera sort of pulls back and it's just he holds that note and then he ends it that way. Oh man, it's my favorite. I just love it.
It's perfectly orchestrated. This is their crescendo there is the mosh pit killer. He said, "How'd you lose all your teeth?" They played Toxicity in the club, and I was caught in the mosh pit. I do appreciate the distinct signature that their rage in their song has on me. Like I said, this song and many other songs, it's enough that I'll hear part of their songs and I'll know it's their songs, even though I haven't really binged their stuff. It's just that it's that distinctive to me. That's why I like them so much. And his voice is definitely very dominant. Regarding the lyrics themselves, and the hidden meanings between them, I'm learning as I go. I have no idea where it comes from.
Again, there's no one answer. There've been a lot of people sort of going in the way of they're singing about their hometown in Armenia, about, you know, the place is toxic, lots of disorder, you know, unemployment and this and that and the other. And people have brought up that in some interviews, the band has kind of said that it's not necessarily about that. It's more just about toxicity, relating to rebellion, I guess, in some form. And how sometimes, I guess, either side of it can become very, very toxic. But I don't know. All I know is it kicks ass. And it does give you that feeling. You know, you talk about their Armenian culture or heritage or whatever. I don't know much about it specifically, but I can see the similarities to, you know, to Israeli culture, you know, coming from that seeds and you know, usually, like I said, it's watching football, soccer. And the way he uses his voice, I have said this before, is something that you don't see like in the Western world, you know, sort of in American or British rock or whatever, but in Israeli, like Middle Eastern music, we know that thing that they do with their voices, and all of that little they adorn it with something, you know, like they add, they play around with it. And Serge Tankian, the lead singer, at times you can almost hear him singing off pitch, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like you can sometimes hear that he's not quite on pitch, but it's actually part of his presentation. I can't even explain it. And I think for me, that's even more interesting. I'm sure he can sing on pitch all the time, but he does this to add that imperfection, which makes it all the more interesting and actually pleasant to my ears, rather than just a clean on pitch, you know, especially with this style. Like I said, you know, there's a lot of disorder in their music in general.
His voice is like a razor blade. It's cutting through the mass of different sounds that they've constructed. It's in many of their songs, not just in this one. It's very distinctive to this particular style. It's like it's not just a style that they have. It's like I said before, it's their signature.
I think his voice is another musical tool in the, you know, the repertoire that they have. The very first time I heard them, I said this before, I just had no idea what the hell I was hearing, you know, because it was so new to me. But once you kind of get your ear around it, it's like, whoa, this is so good.
Yeah, it also feels like normally when you hear a lead singer sing, he normally goes in parallel with the instruments. He sings along with the instruments to make some sort of harmony. But here it feels like he's pulling the instruments with him. His singing dictates the pace and the different ups and downs in the song, and it's like he's pulling the music behind him. The instruments are a quarter step behind his singing. Like he decides to go down, up, and, you know, loud, fast, slow.
So that line that he says at the end, when I became the sun, I shone love into the man's hearts. It's it's an interesting one. I'm not 100% sure as to what he means by it.
I have no idea what it means. Yeah,
but he almost kind of raps, yells it kind of. Once I became, it's again such an interesting way of ending the song. And again, it just, I don't know, it has like this profoundness to it, whether I fully get it or not.
Yeah, you feel there's something there, you can't put your finger on it, because like if you're saying what I think you're saying, you don't really know what he's trying to say. I don't know what they're trying to say. I mean,
yeah,
what does it mean?
Life into the man's hearts.
Yeah.
I don't know. What exactly he's getting at.
Yeah.
But it's still it's such a nice sort of nicely written line, I guess, and it's just an awesome way of ending the song. And again, whether you understand the meaning behind it or not, it instills this sort of feeling in you. You know what I mean? And that's why it's one of my favorite songs of theirs, I guess. Even though I don't fully understand it, I don't have to.
If I dive deep enough into it, people's opinions, not people, maybe music experts, then I'll find what it means. But I think maybe I don't want to, like you said.
Interpretation wise, I don't know, because again, I have, when I first got this album back when, I listened to the song, read the lyrics, and then I went searching, right? But there were many interpretations by many people. Everybody saw it a little bit differently. People were, arguing over it. And then they went back to interviews by the band. And even within the band, different members say kind of different things. So maybe it's just open to interpretation. And maybe they know what they mean and they don't want to say it, which is fine, I can understand artistically. You don't want to have to explain your art. But the fact that it instills some kind of a feeling in everybody who listens to it is enough for me. That's all. So
okay,
love it.
So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, and click the little bell icon so you'll get notified on all our future videos. Share our stuff. It'll help grow our channel and encourage us to make more videos for you guys. Thank you for listening. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know, what do you think about Toxicity by System of a Down?
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your time, and we will see you again in the next one.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.